A warm hello and welcome to you all friends. Our today's topic of the life aspect, which is the fourth aspect, is spirituality. The quality of how well we play the outer game of our life is determined by how well we play the inner game of our life. Yes, and that's spirituality. Friends, have you ever seen that 200 years back there was more emphasis on character building or ethic building? But as time flies, say in last 50 years or so, the people have been stressing, or whatever the courses are coming, the books are coming, they are more emphasizing on personality ethics. The way you talk, the way you communicate, win lives, win smiles, win the hearts of other people at work. How do you develop your communication skills? How do you develop your soft skills? How do you impress people? It's all about the personality aspect. And somewhere down the line, since last 150 years or so, we have left behind this character ethic building, which is the main foundation of our very basis of being human beings. To be successful in life, to have a very strong and successful life, career, family, everything ahead, we need to develop this character ethic, which is building the strong foundation by doing self-mastery. And that's the reason why we are here today talking about all these 12 aspects of life. Believe me friends, spirituality, a drop of spirituality is the most essential thing for all of us to have and build the strong foundation, to build this strong character ethic, to sustain in today's hectic and mind-boggling life. What is the first thing that comes in your mind when we talk about the word spirituality? Is it meditation? Yes. As soon as we hear this word spirituality, we imagine people sitting with mudras into a meditative pose. But it is just meditating. It is not meditation. Because unless and until we clear our minds of our past, we clear our minds of the stresses that we are facing in our day-to-day lives, we clear our minds with how the way we relate to people and the way we relate to others, we cannot enter into that active meditation phase, and it won't help. Meditation would only help for a short while. Say when you sit in an isolated room, when you sit into jungles, when you sit into nature around you, isolated, away from this place, away from the busy life you have, away from the routine everyday life you have. When you isolate yourself and sit into that meditation, so-called meditating phase, then that is a false perception of that tranquility which is there. Because believe me, tranquility and bliss won't come unless you have cleared your mind. And for those things, mindfulness is the very basis to start with. So when we say that we are not isolated human beings, we are not human beings who are sadhus, we are not human beings which are yogis, but we are human beings which are into day-to-day lives, dealing with all sorts of people, dealing with all sorts of problems, connecting with people, attaching to our near and dear ones. Then how can we isolate ourselves, and how would meditation help us? Meditation would help in a very long way when you first achieve the state of mindfulness. And what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is not just being aware in the present moment, but mindfulness is something more about it. Believe me, I have done a full course of mindfulness, mindfulness level 1, mindfulness level 2, mindfulness level 3, and now I am doing the mindfulness expertise level. So do you think there is so much to study about mindfulness? Mindfulness is not just about being aware in the present moment. Being aware in the present moment is just a part of mindfulness. So what does mindfulness mean? Yes, mindfulness does not mean to empty your mind and just sit. Sit relaxed like a lazy fellow, thinking nothing. It is not a phase of mindlessness or thoughtlessness, but mindfulness is a active learning, a active looking, a active analyzing and filtering your thoughts, your beliefs, your patterns, your perceptions, your assumptions. It is clearing the mind of all these debris. It is also giving a thoughtful attention with a good intention towards what thoughts are helpful for you and what thoughts are unhelpful for you. So it is also clearing or filtering these unhelpful thoughts, reframing these thoughts. Mindfulness is also more about how you relate to yourself, how you relate to others, and how you relate to a past. These are the three dimensions of mindfulness. What are the three foundations of mindfulness? The three foundations of mindfulness are the universal mind, which is called the spirit or the very essence of you. The second factor is the universal consciousness, which is the consciousness or the awareness that we have for ourselves and we have for others. And it is the universal oneness in where we consider all as being one. We all are into this oneness phase. So these are the core foundations of mindfulness. And how would mindfulness help you all? Mindfulness will help you in a variety of ways in your day-to-day life. When you are dealing with the people around you, in every place, maybe at home, maybe at office, maybe at work, maybe at your holiday times, when you are with your friends at a get-together, when you are partying. At that time, the very awareness in the present moment, clearing of the thoughts, relating to yourself, to others, with empathy, will give you a more nicer aspect of the way you choose to react or respond in a given situation at that given moment with full maturity and full awareness and a sense of being true human being with that core rock hard foundation, which is the character ethic. So you have to build character ethic in mindfulness also. And this would form the very basis of a drop of spirituality that you all need, we all need, to survive in today's current scenario where we are really bombarded with a lot of stressors, work stressors, family stressors, where we are not into joint families, where we are into not really having true friends with whom we can really relate, talk our worst situations, we can talk our worst feelings, our worst parts with them without being judged. In today's world where there is full of reach and approach with the Google, internet, with the YouTube videos, with the cinemas, movies, everything, all these distractions which are pouring on upon us, how we protect ourselves, how we choose the right way, that the only solution is mindfulness. So let's study what you need to do. To wind up this video short, I'll just tell you few factors you need to implement in your day-to-day life to achieve this mindfulness, to achieve this drop of spirituality in your day-to-day lives, so that you sustain a very blissful, tranquil and happy life. So friends, for achieving this rock hard core foundation, which is the character ethic on which we can add a drop of spirituality in our day-to-day lives, we can follow the eightfold path of Gautam Buddha, which is a set of principles, and I am going to read it out for you. The eightfold path of Buddha can be divided in three aspects, which is the first is wisdom, the second is the ethical conduct, and the third is mindfulness. So in wisdom, Gautam Buddha has insisted on the right understanding, the right speech and the right thought. In the ethical conduct, it is divided into three aspects, which is the right action, the right livelihood and the right effort. And in the mindfulness aspect, it is divided into two parts, which is the right mindfulness and the right concentration. So Gautam Buddha has suggested this eightfold path, which we in our day-to-day lives can also say as the core attitudes for mindfulness. So what can be these attitudes? It could be non-judgmentalism, it could be empathizing with people, it could be a letting go attitude for smaller things, it could also be thinking right attitude, It could be behaving or conducting right attitude. It could be making that effort attitude. So we can form on these attitudes. And what are the core components that you will achieve with mindfulness or with meditation? There are n number of ways for meditation. There are n number of ways to achieve mastery, which we are learning in these 12 areas of life. Of course, when you work on the 12 aspects of life, which we are doing for the self-mastery class, we will achieve that strong foundation and that character ethic, because we are also developing on exercise, on right breathing, on right conduct, on right values of family and core values of person. So we are already doing it, but to add a drop of spirituality is most needed. So you can also go on for meditation. There are various techniques, because which meditation techniques acts on which person depends on him or her itself. Also, when you do all these things, what will you achieve? You will achieve the present moment awareness, where you are aware and in full control of your inner being, where you will be the creator of your life, where you won't be driven by people outside you, but you will drive and influence people around you, where you can be in this place of tranquility, where there is inner real peace of mind. You can also be in the state of equanimity. Equanimity refers to as rising above all problems. All the day-to-day life, the small, big problems that you have, with equanimity you rise above these problems. So friends, please go on for this drop of spirituality in your life. Start with the eightfold path of Buddha. Be mindful and be aware of yourself, the way you relate to yourself, the way you relate to others around you, and the way you relate to your past. Hope this helps. There is a lot more ahead. Do keep in touch. Stay tuned. Like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.